What's good, what's good, what's good? Aquí andamos en another episode of Con Puros Compas Podcast. Su compa Carlos Rodríguez.
Su compa El Bardo.
¿Cómo andamos, viejones? Thank you for joining us for another episode. Hoy nos tocó una muy buena, agradada sorpresa.
Un panel.
Yeah, we actually have a three-man panel today.
De puras pinches estrellas,
Bro,
compa.
ahora sí que se va a poner muy chido,
I'm
¿no?
nervous.
No se ponga nervioso. No se ponga. It's a little nerve-wracking when you're sitting in front of a guy that's got millions of views on his viral videos, of course.
Oh, well.
It's probably it is millions, right?
Yeah,
Is it
it's,
okay.
millions.
TikTok famous.
Yeah.
TikTok
Million?
famous Instagram.
Oh, you know, I should have brought Renee. He got like 30 million views.
Ya lo bajaron.
Ya.
Ya lo bajaron del panel.
Ya le dio el pinche look, like, ahora pues, cabrón. So yeah, bro, for today's guest, it's three of our guys. We want to send a thank you to these guys que vinieron. Es el compa Eloy from DLS Studios.
Thank you,
and many other things that we'll talk about. Su primo hermano Chato, who's also, he's a barber. Amongst, we're going to talk Yoliadores era back in the day. And then el famosísimo, is it Carnitas VIP Chicago or Carnitas alone is fine?
El Carnitas está bien.
El Carnitas.
Carnitas de
Y
Chicago
recita-
a
ya.
la verga.
Ya sabes, buenas tardes, buenas noches a todos mis fans.
Yes, sir.
Aquí estamos en vivo.
A little meats.
Huevo.
Los Little Meats.
Me dijo Eloy, hey,
Tiene
man.
voz de locutor, ¿no?
Sí, no. Y también la cara de locutor tiene el hijo de la chingada.
Porque se parece al Jesse.
Pero de la cara no, güey.
De la voz. Eloy told me, hey, Carnitas is coming. I'm like, oh, man, al Chile I was gonna have just an episode with you, bro.
Sí, güey.
So,
Se requería.
pero pues ya veniste con los three-man panel. I was gonna do the one dedicated just to Carnitas, the viral sensation.
We can still do it.
Yeah. ¿Cómo andan, guys? Thank you for
Bien,
coming,
bien.
bro. Thank you guys for
Thank you
making
for
the drive out here.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about, ahora sí que we're going to have a lot of options to talk about with you three guys, but we'll be jumping around. Ahí sírvanse tequilita y un poquito de todo. Allí hay de eso también, bro. Acá abajo por si se acaba la otra. Is there another bottle over there? Or is that one empty over there, Jose? Dáselos aquí a ellos de una vez, bro.
Carnitas. Te echan un toque, güey.
Mientras que echan un refill.
Ahí. Para que te... A la verga.
Entonces sírvanse bien.
Hell yeah.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Buenos días.
Hey, what's the name of this right here?
La motilla.
What is it?
Man, you know
We
what?
usually always announce, but Bart un día me regañó y me dijo,
Ya
stop
me cansé a
announcing.
la verga de...
Stop announcing. It's just weed.
No,
All
no,
right.
no. You know what? Ahorita va a llegar the plug. Ahorita le preguntamos al plug.
Es que
La
luego
verdad
me traen medical marijuana y tienen all these different names. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I don't know
Yeah.
the name.
Nowadays,
but
it's
they're
all
good,
these things, right?
Mi compa gets off
No
on
sabe ni
that
qué
shit.
pedo.
No, esta era una que... No me acuerdo la verdad.
El presidente de la mota no vas a fumar ahora.
Oh, you know what? I'm about.
Presidente de la mota.
I appreciate that, bro. Pero no, ya tengo como unos 5 meses sin fumar, güey.
He didn't win this election.
That's
His
good.
ter-
That's
his term
good. You
has
taking a
been-
break?
Yeah, I had to take a break when I got that infection in my throat.
Okay.
Me dijeron, you got to take a little break, man. I'm like, it's fine. So I'm about 4.5 months in.
How you
I'll take a
feeling?
hit here and there.
¿Y de eso
How
mismo?
you feeling? You feeling good?
I feel good, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm not itching and shit.
Yeah.
Scratch your neck.
You don't feel as good as me.
But it's not because of that. I mean, it was just more recommended. Like, hey, you know what? Stay off of it for now. It's due to it's a long ass story. Luego se las platico what's going on with that. Pero pues me dijeron it's in your best interest to stay away for now.
Right.
So it's been about 4.5 months. Me voy a tratar de chingar un año, güey. A ver si aguanto.
Ah, so
You
se
feel
puede.
good though, right?
Huh?
Feel good?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it doesn't keep me away from doing some edibles. I still do some edibles. I have this crazy story. I tried doing these THC pills, which is essentially the same shit, just in a capsule. Y me chingué como 4 y no mames, estaba bien paniqueado. Pensé que me iba a cargar la verga.
¿Te pegó right away? Or it was
No, it took me a bit, maybe about an hour. Pero cuando me pegó, bro, it was the best feeling ever. It was like, you know, that feeling when you first get high, like when, you know,
Yeah.
whenever the first times.
Right.
And then as you smoke so much, you're never going to get that feeling again. Well, I got it. I got it after
Oh,
all those
shit.
years. I got it of the smoking. Pásale y ciérrale, porfas. I got that feeling and it was a great feeling, bro. I hadn't felt that in a long, long ass time. So, THC capsules, bro, te lo recomiendo.
Bro, I'm good.
No?
No, I ended up in the hospital one day.
Oh, shit.
That's amazing.
Why did you end up in the
That was a good night.
That was
Because you were scared, güey?
I tried some homemade edibles that some lady went inside my shop. She was selling them. And I yo de pendejo, you know. Oh, okay, let me get one. And I wasn't drinking at the time. I had like 2 weeks in, like sober. I'm trying to do like 2 months without drinking. You know, something slight, you know. So entra la morra, he's like, hey, I'm selling edibles. I'm like, fuck it, you know, a little bit of, you know, a tweak here and there, you know. Y que le compro uno, and I'm getting home and I'm watching movies with my girl at the time, you know. Y
What happened there?
We like to talk about past relationships, bro.
We'll get
Ladies,
into
if
that.
you guys
We'll
didn't
get
catch
into
that, my boy just said he's single. You know, he said that was.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
he didn't say that.
Yeah, we're single now. We're single.
Oh, okay, there you go.
We're good.
Ahí está.
So yeah, like an hour in, I start like, you know, I start laughing. You know, así a lo pendejo. I was like, man, what the fuck? But this shit got me cheesy as fuck, you know.
Hell yeah.
Y de repente, güey, like, no sé, me empaniqué. I got up. I started walking around like, fuck, what's wrong with me, you know? Bro, point is, bro, like que ya después de como 1.5 horas más o menos, ya ni podía ni con mi alma, güey. Ya hasta estaba viendo la pinche lucecita esa blanca.
You were reaching out.
Ya me estaba despidiendo de todos. Ya valió verga que... I ended up in the hospital, bro. Y pues sí, la morra, pues la nurse me dijo, no, but you could have died. Que porque you had a bad trip. Y no sé qué tanta madre.
She was trying to tweak you out.
But did you die?
Te digo para que ya no lo hicieras, güey.
No, pues ever since then, pues ya le
Ya no
tengo
lo
miedo a
hizo.
los pinches edibles, valiendo verga.
Yeah, they're a little fucking, they're tricky, bro. Es que según, you know, you don't feel it, and then you eat more, or you take more, and then you don't feel it, and then next thing you know, you
Es
just
que le
fucking ate
meten
100
otras
milligrams.
le meten de más, ¿no? Le meten
Yeah.
otras cosas a veces, ¿no?
It's very hard to calculate también lo que va ahí en
Aquí
un
ya
edible.
nos tocó de que we're right here passing around the edibles. Hey, here, eat some more. Hey, eat some more, eat some more. Next thing you know, we're fucking laughing on here for 30 seconds straight.
Yeah,
and
we've had some cool experiences with edibles. Mi compadre Fry once made it to the downstairs room and knocked the fuck out for like 7 hours. Y no se acordaba. But yeah, bro, el pinche edible es otro pedo, man. Highly recommended. Highly recommended to everybody listening.
You down, Chato?
I muere, ¿no?
Shrooms, Chato, you don't fuck with shrooms?
I did once. It was a good experience.
There you go.
What'd you feel?
I was seeing elephants and shit like
Were
that.
you seeing shit though? For real?
that's when you know it was a good fucking experience.
Shrooms is Bart's actually looking for some we know Jose. Jose's
Yeah, no, Jose's always
the
down.
only one that's down.
If you guys didn't hear that, but Jose's down.
Bart's looking for some more pinche gente valiente. They're gonna do the whole marito toad
Oh,
thing.
you know, I was telling my parents about that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was trying to convince
So does that
them.
mean you're interested?
I'm interested, yeah.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's
I'm
cool.
interested.
That's
Ahí está.
3.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm down.
There's 4.
Carnitas,
Tú vas a just like,
No, we can't do carnitas.
I don't know. Yeah, right away I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, sorry, buddy.
Do you know about that or no?
No, I
It's
don't.
la mentada rana. Like it's this
Sapo.
el sapo.
Sapo.
What is the medical name? I always fucking.
I couldn't tell you right now.
You always say
Something.
it. What the fuck you mean?
Oh, no, the of the substance? I
Yeah.
thought you meant of the toad. It's 5-EMO DMT.
Ese güey.
I heard
Sounds
DOT.
dangerous.
I heard
DMT.
DOT.
Everybody
DMT.
calls it like DMT. So it's
5-EMO. Pero esa es la mera.
¿Y luego te la
pinche
comes
mata.
o la fumas o qué shit?
You smoke that shit.
yeah.
Crack
So
pipe.
so in a long story short, estas pinches ranas que salen en una temporada en el desierto de Nayarit. It's like it's seasonal, right? When they come out at night. and people go and they go and like they don't hunt them, but they'll cage them, and once they get them, they have like pimples on them, and they gotta squeeze out like this pasta, the little paste, right? And they'll put it like in a little Ziploc bag, toda la pinche caquita que le sale,
Chingados.
and then they'll like la embarran como en un vidrio, and they'll leave it outside in the heat of the desert. The next morning it's dry, and then they'll flake it off with a little navaja, and then you smoke it out of a crack pipe.
The fuck?
And then
That sounds badass.
That sounds dangerous.
If you really
and well,
think
it's
about
natural,
the process,
it's natural.
It's like that wax shit, right?
Well, yeah, but this is
More dangerous?
I mean, it's
Not
natural.
dangerous,
Oh. The thing is that it's
Te pone
100%
alucinado.
natural, straight up it's from a toad, del sapo, and you fucking hallucinate. Like, it takes you to. They've described it in so many ways.
End
Like,
of the tunnel, something like that.
well, they've described it like you go on top of the solar system. Like, if you got to the moon, o sea, todavía te faltó, güey. You got to keep going. It takes you to the furthest planet or whatever. Like,
Milky Way ahí.
What I heard, and it was one of the guys that did it with them, pues. He told me que básicamente is like you're dying, you die, and you come back.
oh,
That's
shit.
how I felt with the edible.
That's what he told me.
That's
That's what he told me. Is like you literally feel like you die, and then you just come back. And in his case, he was like, you know what? Like it just opens up your mind and changes up your mentality in a good or a bad way. But
It's called like an ego killer.
yeah,
So, like, if you're at a point where you might think like you're the shit and you're not acting like yourself, but estás subido, por decir, it kills your ego. It humbles you. It makes you very grateful for everything and all the little things, and you come back. Según there's a lot of crying involved. Because it makes you look at all the flaws that you have.
Past
So, like,
traumas.
yeah. So like if you're like I don't
kind
know,
of like reevaluating your life.
yeah. Bro, a mí me dijo straight up, mira, a mí me dijo Marito, my mom has vertigo, and he's like, no, tráeme a tu mamá. With one trip, le quito el vertigo. Like it's supposed to cure like depression and anxiety and anything that involves addiction, any kind of addiction. And now, like the U.S. is like in Washington, state of Washington, I think it is. They've already started decriminalizing all the drugs technically, but especially psychedelics, mushrooms, DMT, because it's supposed to help out like the army vets with PTSD and depression. It's supposed to be an upper way. It's supposed to make you feel happy to be alive.
we should all be doing it then.
Yeah.
That's another
what
thing that
all
they've
say,
said.
man. That's what they all say. Mike Tyson's big on that, and he says, "Hey, we all gotta do it."
Yeah, and they talk about like microdosing. It's something like mushroom microdosing. There's a badass, if you guys haven't seen it on Netflix, it's called Fantastic Fungi or Fungi, however you pronounce it. Check it out, man. It's all about mushrooms, and it's very, very educational. It's not like, we're tripping. No, way. O sea, it's a very good, te ubica where the mushroom world.
Let me change the topic real quick.
A ver, dale.
Go, take it off.
There it is.
There, see? They were talking
This
about
guy-
it here. That's
this
why.
guy
I thought you were Colombian, way. When I saw you, I'm like, ese güey es colombiano.
Eres un parce.
And then the next time I saw him en la sierra, full fucking decked out, tejanota bien puesta y todo el pedo. You
For brillo.
for real, yeah.
You gotta switch it up,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you gotta switch it
Tiene
up.
que despistar, güey.
El pedo es que, you gotta go with
There you
different styles, Like one day, wear a fitted cap, something casual. next
Pongan
time,
atención, culeros.
the
Aquí
next
está
time
dando
te vas
la
con una pinche
receta.
tejana así bien vestido, así bien chingón,
A huevo.
Yeah, you look great, though. You look great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah.
All the time. Chato's always
Likewise.
fucking very fashionable. Él y Carnitas, güey. Pinche Carnitas siempre que lo veo
Carnita,
también.
No, el pinche carnita ese güey
Un
es
día
otro
lo veo
pedo,
con
güey.
Yeezys, el otro día tiene the red,
Red
bottoms.
bottom.
They got
El
the same
otro-
shoes on. Look at them.
La pinche.
No, estos vatos están pesados,
Pero
güey.
ese güey tiene
neta,
he's got
every
the real
color.
ones.
He got every color. He's the real one.
He's got the real ones.
He got every color, you know?
We got the
No,
ones from
Those
Wish.
shoes
red
hurt.
Ours are from Wish, güey.
No, this dude's always telling me, "Hey, bro, you got fakies. Mine are real." I'm like, "Why are they? Why are they fake?" Oh, the rubber doesn't match. I'm like,
It
"Okay."
doesn't dance.
I don't trust
Motherfuckers are
carnitas.
Stiff as fuck.
That's crazy, bro.
No, yo me cambio así nomás. Humildemente.
Humildemente. Siempre el hombre de negro, hijo de la
Sí.
chingada. That's for sure.
Oh no, you should go in this man's closet. In Eloy's closet. Parece, I call him the Mexican David Dobrik. Because
Verga.
his whole closet is black shirts.
All
Puros
black.
black shirts.
It's not black shirt. It's just dark colors.
You can't go wrong with black, right?
It goes with everything.
They are long break. Look at these motherfuckers.
It goes with everything, bro.
They
It's fucking
they
neutral.
keep on.
Yeah, we didn't call each other tampoco, eh?
Se pusieron ahí hay plan con maña la chingada.
Carnitas like usual just showed up to the studio, so fuck it.
Eloy, bro, talk to me a little about DLS real quick, man. How long has it been now that you've opened it up and all that stuff?
The studio lleva ya 4 years.
4 years. So
Yeah.
when you were 21, más o menos, right?
Yeah,
Can I give your age? I just gave your age. Fuck.
I'm 20. Yeah, I'm 25.
You
I'm
gave me that
still
look.
young.
I'm like, fuck.
I'm still young.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
young as fuck.
21. How did that go about? Like, when has that always been like a childhood dream? Like, when did the whole studio dream come about for you?
Nah, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a firefighter.
Oh, there you go.
And no, pues no se hizo, eh? Pero the studio came along because who was it? When did it start? Like in 20? No, yeah, no, yeah, güey, yeah.
Lo veo muy nervioso, dice el pinche Chato.
2014. But it goes back. That's when I met Hershey.
Okay.
So in a way, it all started because of the relationship that I had with Hershey work-wise.
Okay.
Yo lo conocí a él porque besides that he was at my sister's 15, at that time I had a relationship, with one of his family members, and they played at my dad's birthday party. Y pues ahí pues ya el Hershey pues se arrimó, and at that time we had another business and we were trying to open up something else, so se arrimó, and he just asked, what was the chance of doing something together. Y pues de ahí empezó the whole involvement in the music. Ya después de eso, and like because of his project, 2.5 years later, I met Pablo, el que anda ahorita with Cumbre.
Oh yeah, drummer.
I actually met him through YouTube.
Pablo.
Yeah, his videos was one of the recommended videos that popped up on YouTube.
And that's how you
Yeah.
you just clicked on that fucking
We clicked
guy?
on the video and it was his YouTube channel. Y pues ya de ahí messaged him on Facebook. Y actually it was one of the guys that was in the band that messaged him on Facebook. Y ya luego he's like, hey, well, they want you to come over here, try it out, see if you like it, blah, blah. Y ya cuando vino, the guy that contacted him no llegó a una junta. Y pues...
And this is for the Firmeza, right?
This was when it was Hershey's Norteño Banda.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, el guy que no llegó a la junta, que fue el que trajo a Pablo, pues lo despedimos on the spot.
Yeah.
Hey, Pablo llegó and he was like, hey, where's this guy? I'm like, oh, well, he just got fired, bro. He's like, oh, shit. So I guess in a way le gustó, though, because he was like, oh, okay, then there's some type of discipline here.
Right.
So ya, ese proyecto terminó porque it just wasn't working. Pablo was the one, the idea of Firmeza to start it.
And that was like your first crack at the whole music scene?
Yeah.
Without knowing anything
Without
prior to that?
Nothing. Ya en el 2017 was when the whole Firmeza thing. It was Pablo's idea. Y ya de ahí, that's when the studio thing started happening because we would fly out to San Antonio to record. Y pues ya over time it was just too muchos gastos.
Yeah.
That's when I met Danny Fender. And he was like, you know what? Like, I have a lot of groups in Chicago that are sending... O sea, muchos los engineers de aquí
Le mandaban.
le están mandando mucho trabajo allá. Why don't we just open something up? So it was kind of like a thing where he was going to be the engineer of the place. He was going to move out here, actually. Y we were just going to put the building and all the equipment. Y así se dio por lo que es Firmeza, Hershey, and at a point.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy how shit works out.
Yeah, it is.
And so now it's been about 5 years, you said, with the studio?
4
4
with the
years.
studio.
What's a badass studio, Wayne? Congrats on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know there's something, excuse my ignorance on this fucking thing,
Yeah.
but talk to me or explain to me. I know that the consola that you have in the main room is a special consola, or pretty badass consola, like
Sí.
everybody's, right?
Sí.
Which one is it? Or what is it?
Rupert Neve.
Okay.
Rupert Neve, yeah. Creo que...
And then like all of this, like for you, sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off,
go
was like suggested to you through like Danny Fander,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
did you like fucking do your, you know,
It was a bit of both.
little bit of both?
Yeah, so cuando se hizo lo del estudio, it became a family project.
okay,
You know, so I think that's why it was a little bit more exciting for us too.
yeah,
Porque it wasn't, for example, just me that I was on stuff. Aparte de Danny, pues, my sister, my mom got involved in the whole like paint colors of the rooms and all that stuff. My dad was obviously involved, and yeah, pues así. So it was a family project that it became. Pero it was mainly the guidance of Danny. Y también we did make a couple trips to Monterrey to see other studios. And in a way, it is based off of a studio in Monterrey.
okay.
So, yeah, así está la cosa.
Yeah, I thought that was always interesting, or I always wanted to like
Yeah.
get that story, and then I kept hearing, you know, great things about the studio, but I heard great things about your consola, you know, what you had in there,
Yeah.
the you know, the sound that it produced and everything in itself.
Es que creo que no hay muchas. Like
No hay
we're talking
muchas, ¿verdad? Era algo así.
of the Midwest. I think there's only two. Ours and
Sí,
somebody
yeah,
else.
that's crazy, yeah.
So it's desirable, pero es como todo. O sea, there's different plans for everybody. You know, some people don't want something as big. Nowadays, everything's digital. You know,
Right.
and then there's the people that they're going to be like, well, it's not the same something digital as something analog. O sea,
Right.
so on. It's debate.
Es por el
pues,
gusto,
yeah.
¿verdad?
El gusto de cada quien, yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking cool. And now, so then you get your feet wet with the Hershey's project. It moves on to La Firmeza, and then from that, is it something that you kind of started enjoying that part of the business, which is like the music management side, because obviously now you have Lemanz as well.
Yeah.
And ¿qué fue algo que también que sí te gustó I mean, I imagine it's different because Firmeza, from what I know, was not even they're not even local technically, right?
No.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I've always enjoyed it. It was just a different type of enjoyment back then than it is now.
Yeah.
I think when I first got into it, it was like enjoyment because I was seeing other artists too, and it was just that type of more like a fan type of excitement.
Yeah.
Probably like in the last 3.5, 4 years is when I started really appreciating everything that goes into it. Ahorita ya with like, for example, with Lemanz, in a way, it's a product of my trial and error with Firmeza. You know,
Makes
so
sense.
it's
You learned from the first one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was yo le digo a mucha gente eso también, like that Firmeza project, the original to what it is now, the best years of my life, and also kind of the word like the shit, like this is otro pedo, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, ahorita with these guys, I mean, pues Le Mans no se me hace. It's smooth
Como
for
tan
me. Pues,
difícil,
yeah,
por
no se
decir.
me hace difícil. Yeah.
I've always told people, like, I think that cuando uno menos sabe is when you have a lot more fun,
Yeah.
right? Because then
Yeah.
you start getting very technical, obviously, about business. And,
Yeah.
and it loses a little bit of the fun. You know, you're just like so into the business side of it.
Yeah.
So when you least know is when you're doing a lot of mistakes,
A shitload of
but you're
mistakes.
learning. Well, at least, you know, we hope that everyone learns from the mistakes
Yeah.
because not everyone does.
Yeah.
But you know, on your end, I can tell that you're learned and you're getting with it. I mean,
Yeah.
right now when you told me your age, I was a little shocked at how young you are and so much shit you got going on for yourself, bro.
Yeah. I mean, definitely the first 3 years were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, pero creo que es
Like,
porque
what am I
también
doing?
me aventaron basically with all the fucking sharks and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was stuff that, like, ahorita I'm like, how the fuck did that even happen, you know? Pero la experiencia para mí, la experiencia is everything in life, you know? If you're gonna fuck up, no pasa nada, you know? The next time you're gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
Y si no, pues that's.
But you're gonna fuck up again.
You're gonna keep on fucking up, until
Yeah.
you learn from it. So yeah, I learned a lot with that Firmeza project, a lot.
Badass.
That I don't think I could ever, you know, make
Yeah.
those common mistakes again.
And you're probably like, those experiences are gonna be hard to duplicate.
Hola, Carnitas.
Boca a boca al pinche Carnitas, güey.
Yeah.
Órale, culero.
Eso, hijo de la chingada.
This motherfucker want to go to the hospital too, like Chato and shit.
Denle un pinche edible a Chato de una vez.
No mames.
Go for it, pal. Go. You look amazing. Come on, look at
No
that
mames.
chin.
Está poderosa esa mota.
Ya está más chinito el
Este
Chato
güey
de los
dice
pinches
que,
ojos.
dice que parezco colombiano, no mames.
Se parece a Neymar, dicen.
Oh my god.
What I wanted to ask you about also, I seen that you're a avid, ahorita que I just said Neymar, I didn't know that you were an avid fucking soccer guy too, bro.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ya no.
I mean, has
I mean, you have like a fucking soccer field in your house.
Yeah. Sí, desde niño siempre I like soccer, pero todo viene también lo mismo, de la familia. Like, I used to go see them play. So we have a family team.
Desde el 97, 98, los primos tenemos un equipo.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
a soccer team. And then we have our uncles too.
Was
So
that
I
like
still-
the Deportivo Durango
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
see?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, ever since then, and like, well, to me it was like, damn, I would go. I actually never really got to go see my uncles because my dad was always working. Pero with them, like, it was like, damn, like one day I want to play with them. One day I want to play with them. Yeah, see, all of us nos gusta mucho el fútbol. We don't play it anymore as much, pero
Yeah.
it was a good thing for.
I did see that you were big on soccer, and I'm like, oh shit, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
I don't watch it. I've never really watched soccer actually.
Le va a la
no,
América,
No,
pero...
yo soy americanista.
Yo,
Yeah,
igual
for sure.
somos. Es
Yeah.
que pues sabemos del buen fútbol.
Yeah.
Qué chingada.
No,
No
las
tiene nada de
Chivas,
malo
por favor.
eso.
Yo le voy a la América también. Alguien aquí le va a las Chivas.
You played too, Carnitas, or no? Did you play before too, or no?
No, yo
Waterboy.
Era el balón.
Yo no quería decir nada, güey.
Yeah, you're an asshole. You set that one up, nigga.
I set it up for Eloy, güey.
me and Eloy, we went to high school together. My
same
golden
story he
years
always
was
Lo metían de portero siempre el güey.
No, it was I played.
You're the center
Yo
or what?
jugaba fútbol americano.
He was the hype man.
Center?
Y luego center.
No. You just
Qué
look like,
culero,
you
güey.
look like a good center, güey. Hey, I'm just saying the truth, güey.
Neta que sí, güey. neta.
Nose tackle.
Ahí está, right next to
That's
him.
next one, right?
Right next to him.
Yeah. What high school you guys go to?
I went to West Leiden.
West Leiden, okay.
It's over there in North Lake. Yeah,
North Lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you guys moved out to the
Yeah.
burbs, right?
Yeah, I went to a private school. Well, I did a private school 7th and 8th grade. Dude, that shit was bad. Like horrible.
The school was bad?
Like, it's because I went from like being a little kid, you know, fucking around, doing whatever I wanted, haciendo pendejada y media, and I went to a private school, bro, and I was the only Hispanic.
Oh, shit.
Eran puros güeros, and I got suspended like
But
3 or 4
güerito también,
times and
güey.
everything. So it was just different, you know.
Yeah.
I was used to like being up at home or whatever, being out playing in the alley, stuff like that. Y luego I moved to the suburbs. There's no alleys. It's quiet by like
Yeah.
8 p.m. So yeah,
Where did you grow up then?
I did my first 13 years by right there, Belmont and Pulaski.
Oh, up north, okay.
Yeah, up north. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ahí by Wrigley también.
yeah, that was before too.
Hey, ¿sabes qué? De una vez I'm going to pick your brain on the subject that became a subject lately. I want you to clear it up for everybody who's listening y que lo expliques porque pues mucha gente a lo mejor no lo va a entender via post, right?
Oh,
But I want you to verbally let everyone know your opinion on the verses. Like, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with your opinion. I actually, I agree. Like, well, the beauty of it is that everybody has their own fucking opinion, right?
Yeah.
Y si uno no quiere trabajar así, pues no trabaja y se tiene que respetar. O sea, yo como promotor, ¿cómo chingados te voy a decir? Hey, quiero Lemanz, pero va a ser un versus, güey.
Yeah.
O sea, si ya sé que no quiere hacer verses, right?
Yeah.
O sea, why would anybody hire you to do a verses is how I see it. So, I mean, how do you want to explain your verses theory?
No, porque me ha tocado like I know the struggle of an engineer.
Okay.
I know the struggle of being a musician, and I know the struggle of, well, sometimes I've done events y cosas así. So I feel like I know all 3 sides. Y por ejemplo, el ingeniero es el primero en llegar y el último en irse. So it's like, you know, like for example, the groups that you guys have, like they practice, they want to record, they want to, they have the photo shoots, all that, to give an image of the group, I mean, if you do verses, that's on you, right? Pero it's more of like the respect, pues. It's kind of like if when the groups are late, es una falta de respeto to the promoter, right?
Right.
It's the same, to me, it's the same thing putting groups on stage at the same time. Si fueran stages separadas, fuck it, that's cool, But on the same stage, like 2 or 3 groups, it's like, I just don't feel it's falta de respeto towards both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you around when they did a couple of like 4 bands on stage? Or
I've seen the 4 bands thing. I used to see it a lot at I think Tequilas did it.
Tequilas and Marielas did.
Tequilas, Maria,
We were. I was kind of in the era where they started doing the verses.
Yeah.
The whole verses thing, and it was more so because of
The show?
a lot of promoters. A lot of promotion companies started popping up out of nowhere, so there was a lot more competition. So everybody just felt like, okay, well, this guy's doing this. Like
this
I
guy
gotta
got
step
4
it
bands.
up.
I'll do 6.
Right.
I'll do 8.
So
Yeah.
that's how it started.
And then there was 15 fucking.
Next thing you know, it's fucking 14
15
fucking
groups.
bands. The way they can take
15
Yeah.
groups
Poster.
in one
Like
night.
I think it's cool.
Y nomás
It would-
tocaban 8.
I wouldn't really mind if it was like 2 groups del mismo género. Porque I see it's a versus. ¿Cuál
Okay.
norteño con sax está más, cuál te toca más perro, right? I see it's kind of like, okay, that's a versus.
Right.
But you put a banda with a cierreño, like, no, pues cuando,
Yeah.
I feel que se ve más chido for the crowd, and it's easier for the engineer because it's just go back and go forth. You don't gotta. I mean, they have the mics and everything set up, pero he has to go back to la consola porque este cantante canta más alto, whatever it is.
Right.
So it's all that to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. I mean, si vi the post. I mean, con Rick,
My buddy Rick.
your buddy Rick. He's your buddy or what?
I've never. That was the first time I met him.
Really?
That was the first time
Through
I met
that
him.
post? Or
No,
or
in
at
person
the
at
baile?
the baile.
At the baile,
He
okay.
would always like message me like, hey, this and that for events.
Yeah.
Y yo sí veía that on Facebook that he would always be like así like throwing indirectas and that.
He's a bit controversial.
Yeah. So I mean it's cool, that's I guess in a way it's fun. I mean I was mad though. I was pissed.
Oh, you
pissed.
were?
Hell yeah, I was
Yeah.
pissed. At first I was pissed because it was like, bro, like en el evento me saludas así, hey, ¿qué quieres un trago así? Like, y ya you put that post up like. Yeah, el pedo was I wasn't even just scrolling. It was the first post that popped up. So I read it. I was like,
Facebook knew.
yeah,
Let's put
Facebook.
this
Hay que
motherfucker first.
ponérselo right here ahí, lo para que.
Yeah,
para
yeah.
que
Y a mí lo que me
vea.
emputó fue que dijo que nos bajó a la verga, like, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
The way he worded
yeah,
it.
the way you worded it. So it was like I did yeah, when I started replying whatever, I had like messages the day after and the day of like, oh, like, we're like, I'm glad you told him something that he thinks is this and that, blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's always been like that. I mean, he's not like my close buddy or anything
Yeah.
like that. Like I know him because of the promoter too.
Yeah.
Pero pues sí, siempre. Pero pues no nada de way, I
Yeah.
mean, he posts his fucking poster
His
for the
little flyer.
following week. Yeah,
Yeah.
the flyer.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just knows how to
yeah.
grab attention. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
no, I mean, I was mad at first, but then I was like, like, if he messages me or whatever, I don't care. I mean, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, it's controversy, but in a way, it could be fun, entertaining for the people.
Correct.
So yeah, it's
I
cool.
just wanted to ask you that because when we had Rojas on here,
Yeah,
I was very happy that he brought up the bands going up in price.
yeah,
I love the way he broke it down. Igual, para que la gente sepa, because, I mean, social media is so deceiving, La gente solamente asume, They're
Yeah.
always going to just assume something, They're never going to know the truth unless when Rojas came in here with Tony, and that's why I'm thankful for Tony in a way. Like, que no tiene filtro, el güey. Like,
I
he
love that.
just
I
came
love
in
that
here.
guy. That guy's amazing.
Yeah, like, people might not like him, but they might not like him just because he's honest. I mean, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, dude's very honest.
Y también like hanging out with him. Yeah, he's still like that,
Right.
but not as much. O sea, creo que la gente exactamente ve like this motherfucker's an
They go
asshole.
off
He's
one
not-
post, yeah.
Yeah, he go off the post. So
So I really liked it when he broke down hey, you know what? If we're charging more at the door, it's because everyone went up in price. Y pues está
Yeah.
cabrón también.
Inflation,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Fuck yeah.
What do you guys think
All the
about
way
that?
around.
Which part?
about the groups going up, all that stuff.
You know what? You know what I tell everybody is like, I want to see this year it's kind of like lumber, right?
Yeah.
Like it's fucking demand is strong because last year we were closed.
Yeah.
I want to see what the next 2 years are gonna be like. I want to see if it's gonna keep up with the this year we got or people got two stimulus. They
Damn, for real?
yeah they got 2 stimulus checks during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So they were all getting money. People that were on unemployment
Yeah.
got the extra.
And then they got the check from their job.
Correct.
Unemployment plus the extra.
Plus
right,
the
from
extra.
government, Right.
For fucking 14 months. So I want to see what the next 2 years are going to bring. Because this year, it makes sense to me. It makes sense because everybody from last year just pushed everything for this year. So obviamente, güey, todas las fiestas que estuvieron last year got pushed to this year. And the people that wanted to party this year, well, they doubled up. So there's enough work for everyone. But give me the next 2 years. Like, I think the answer will come then. If it stays steady, well, I'm glad. You don't want to quejar, right?
Yeah,
all the
me
bands
too,
are busy as shit.
Hell yeah.
But I do feel like all of this, everything that goes up is going to come back down eventually. So I want to see the next couple of years. A ver qué pedo. It's going to be interesting. I mean, in a way, it's good that the bands. I mean, I've been doing the whole music thing for over 20 years, and we were stuck. I mean, with Viejones, they didn't even want to pay us $5.50 an hour back then. Like, it was like 600 was uncalled for. Like, ni madres. No one's going to give you $600. It's $500. And that price was stuck there for a long time, bro. And even before that, because we talked about how it was 4 generations into the music scene, Norteños were getting paid $300 an hour, way.
That's
$350.
Yeah.
The times of Tremendos del Norte, which are now Reino Norteño.
Yeah.
No, $300, $350 an hour.
How was the pricing back then then?
As far as
Entrance.
$20,
Okay.
$25.
Big bailes too?
The big baile is $40.
Now
I'm
look
seeing,
as a regular baile now.
now I'm seeing like $80 or
In the style that
Carnitas,
was,
CEO of
No,
fucking mansion.
those weird numbers, like $73 and all that stuff.
Bart, we mentioned Bart paid $60 for a yard party
I
during
heard that.
pandemic.
Oh, you're talking about
You're talking about
at Leslie's
El
house.
de Boo Boo.
You're
Boo Boo
talking
and-
about
Boo Boo.
Fucking boo-boo.
Leslie,
Still waiting for my
Leslie, boo-boo.
refund, asshole.
Oh, los hijos de Garcia.
Hijos de
Nah,
Garcia.
No,
it wasn't
he went
even
to a
that. It was
local
just
one.
a very fucking local.
Todavía fuera el de Hijos de García, pero este güey fue a ver nomás ahí tres cierreños a
Nah,
la
el de
chingada.
Hijos de Garcia era más, compa. I'm sure they were charging more. How much
It was
were they
it was
charging?
80 at the door, and then
At
for
the
people
gate
it was
door.
150.
At the gate or at the
150.
fence.
Defense.
Hey, they
Hey,
did
but
a good
legit
job
as
with that.
fuck.
Oh, no, no,
Everybody
yeah,
was
yeah.
paying
Security
bucket, you know?
guards, fucking, that
I
is
had
crazy.
said, we can't knock the hustle.
Yeah,
The motherfuckers hustled it.
They
didn't hate either.
They snapped. They
Yeah.
snapped with that idea. That was
It's,
pretty
uh,
good.
Mamaron.
That was a new generation of promoting.
promoting.
güey. I
And they
mean,
got,
Those
you gotta buy a
backyard parties
table
are
for
wild.
150, right?
which one's
I
Backyard
didn't buy no
parties.
fucking table. Fuck that.
the backyard parties? And then everything was BYOB too, I think, right?
Let's see.
Right?
We
Yeah.
we had a backyard party last year. Whatever we got there, and I charged before even setting up. So these guys, they were like, "Nah, let's go like this. We don't whatever. We're already tired. Blah blah." So we finished setting up. They're about to turn on the microphones. Y entra some dude, and he goes up to another guy, and he's like, he starts gaming at him, pues, and we were just like, "Oh shit." And then 3 more behind that guy, and they just start beating the shit out of that guy right there in that garage. El que ya
What?
estaba ahí. And we're like, well, we got paid. Let's go. We're done. Y así se estaban agarrando vergazos right there in the backyard.
Oh, was that the privada that I went with you guys?
Yeah. It was bad, dude. Like,
No, like-
we've had a lot of those parties.
Yeah,
See,
they set
guys
up-
have fighting or they
I-
take out guns.
What?
Backyard parties, yeah.
No, dude, it was like
Like
right
ya
in
se
the
hizo
south side,
mucho
¿no?
lo de los ranchos, güey.
Los ranchos
there's all
también.
there's all kinds of ranchos everywhere having these
yeah.
little BYOB parties, so I can see it. Güey.
Yeah.
If it's
Y
set
no
up,
tienen nada de security.
No
you know? So
security.
it's
No
like,
control.
yeah,
No
it's
security
wild.
at all.
pinche
No,
racias
nothing.
altera
Hey,
la
we used to
verga.
have security at our nacho parties.
It was just our goons. Póngale ahí pinche security en la camisa de Carnitas allá atrás a la chingada. De volada.
A ver si cabe, güey.
Everyone's gonna respect that. How about you, Chato? Yoliadores years, bro. We're talking about fucking parties. You guys got the main fucking party guy right here, bro.
The Project X, Evitos. Project X.
Everything
yeah.
kicked off at my birthday party, my 21st birthday party, which was what, about like 10 years
12
ago?
years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago, más o
10
menos.
years ago, yeah. You're the same age.
My bad.
So yeah, I just, this was after the Project X movie came out.
Yeah.
I pretty much just had like the closest thing to it, like right in
fucking-
front of Vito. My cousin Vito,
Vito,
plays
yeah.
at Jefes de Rancho.
Correct.
So there was a lot
He
of
offered
people
his
there.
backyard. He's like, hey, just do
Fuck
it right
up,
here.
Fuck
Fuck
up
it.
my house.
Little does he know, bro. Hey,
It was on the side
man,
because it's his house and then he has a
so
side yard.
the extra
but
lot,
it's
lot.
long,
extra
long.
lot on the side. So
Yeah.
we get there, man. I had DJs. I had drum playing too. And back in that time, yo tenía amigos because I grew up on both sides of the city, north side, south side. So yo tenía amigos que eran también boricuas, güeros, chinos, and I used to be in the clubbing scene before this, So this was my 21st birthday, keep in mind. So I'm inviting everybody, like boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna have grupos, DJs, so everybody can have a good time. So llegan las 11, bro, and it's really slow, bro. It's like, man, no llega nadie. Bro, 11:15, like 10-15 minutes later, bro, empiezan a llegar in packs, like 5 girls, like fucking groups of 10, 15, like así, de un putazo. Next thing you know, in a matter of like not even in half an hour, bro.
Hour,
Pinche, I got like over 1,000 people in the backyard.
Yeah, bro. That was wild.
Pinches viejas en la sortea ahí orinándose y tirando sus pinches bracieles y todo el pedo.
Yeah, that was wild. It was amazing. There's a picture on Facebook of that, right?
Yeah, I actually do it, but I gotta get my Facebook back on because
What happened there?
Canceled.
Yeah.
What happened there?
What happened to
Somebody
that
get
thing?
into your Facebook.
Why don't you have a Facebook anymore?
no, pues es que es mucha distracción ahí.
Yes, perfect fucking answer.
Hell yeah. Bro, and is that technically how the whole Yoliadores started then from there?
Yeah,
or no?
so ever since, I gather up the guys and like, hey, and it was a lot more. It was
Who
9
came up
of
with the
us.
fucking name?
It was entre,
How does that even cut up? Oh, because of the movie, no?
Because
that scene?
you know what, the Drake
Drake song.
the YOLO,
Yeah, the YOLO.
the whole YOLO concept, like, oh, you only live once. So that's how it came about.
Yeah.
Y luego, pues ahí entre todos éramos un desmadre. Like, fuck it, pues hay que, we gotta make up a name or whatever.
Yeah, they were a
Pues,
mess, too.
y ya.
They
It
were
was
nuts,
actually 9 of us before. Vito was a part of Yoliadores too when we started. And we started by doing warehouse parties,
yeah, there you
rancho
go.
parties, all kinds. So eventually we started getting into the baile scene, like the actual baile scene.
Like the
or whatever.
venues and
yeah,
shit,
the
yeah.
venues and stuff like that. So, yeah, bro. And we were doing a lot of BYOB events too. And como tú estabas diciendo, los security guards, no había we had everything legit. Securities, the porter potties, everything legit.
Oh, cool.
Somebody to charge at the door, like todo estaba bien.
Como un pinche baile organizado, güey.
The only thing que no teníamos era el permiso, pues.
Everything was legit. Everything was legit. Everything except the permit. Hey, pues es lo
Carnitas
que
está bien
es,
curioso.
güey.
Tiene
No,
todo
güey,
perfecto,
o sea,
pero no tengo permiso.
Were you guys doing some on the warehouses on Western or no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
right?
us. That was us.
Yeah, I knew that was you guys. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And se llenaba con madres,
Se
bro.
llenaba con
But
madre.
I don't know who it was. Like, people started calling in,
5-0 and shit.
5-0 on us or whatever. We started getting raided a little more often than than usual. So we're like, man, well, pues we got the crowd already. ¿Cómo le hacemos? ¿Qué hacemos? What's the game plan? Like, man, let's start getting into these venues.
Yeah.
Pues porque ahí, pues por lo menos no va a llegar la chota y la gente va a llegar y we're gonna make our money.
Right.
So little by little, we just started getting into that. El Rey, like you mentioned, that
Yeah.
we were part of that for a few events.
I remember you did some at
Merenderos,
Olympic
tequilas,
Theater.
Olympic Theater, yeah,
On
we
the
were the
bottom
first
part.
ones to do from
That was
that.
a cool
from
little
that,
venue
from
right
that
there, too,
era,
bro.
yeah. Right. Oh, remember we did Chichis pa la Banda?
Chichis para la banda.
Bro, this girl actually just went all out y se quitó toda la pinche camisa y like pinches tetotas así.
Just the totas.
Chichotas me avisa.
But like hands down, just give her the price, man. Just give it to her, bro. No, es porque
Winner.
pues, las morras no se animaban. Nomás se sacaban la camisa, pero con el bra, right? This girl just went all out. Y se
Bam.
quitó toda la verga.
That was great.
Se llevó el price.
Good times, man. And then, of course, we were known for the Halloween parties. That's what we were known for, because that was our anniversary.
You're right.
You know, our first event was a Halloween party, so you know we just kept it like that. Like every Halloween, like hey, throw anniversary party. Se llenaban con madres. Una vez le metimos como 2,000 personas ahí en el Rey, ¿no? Más o menos 1,500, 2,000.
Eran como 1,000 y pico, ya.
Ajá. En el 64 igual. Was it a year after or two? También le metimos un chingo. Like, y ya sabes, como allí pues se acababa como a las 4 de la mañana.
Right.
So, alguna gente pues se iba, se retiraba y llegaba gente nueva. So it was like, at the end of the night, le metimos como unas 1,700 ahí en el 64. Like in and out también.
Yeah, you just took me back, bro. A mí se me había olvidado alguna de esas cositas. Like, technically, in my point of view, you guys were like those original promoters that were doing those warehouses and, you know, the ranchos and the yards and all that shit. And then you guys came up hard, Bill, man. You guys had a strong following. What the fuck happened at the end?
Say it.
Is there
Please,
like a
please,
true
to be
story
honest,
behind it or what?
no, I mean, to be honest,
Sí se
pues,
puede, ¿verdad? I mean,
Who was the first one that got out? And why?
So, empezamos con 9, ¿verdad? Se salieron 3 o 4, pero ellos se salieron desde un principio. Después nos quedamos 5. Éramos yo, Fabián, Pierre, Mayri y Cristian. Nos quedamos nosotros un buen rato y that's who the people knew as Yoliadores, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, you know, es que cuando son muchos socios así, a veces, you know, there's misunderstandings, there's, you know, like, no funciona. Y pues yo, de los 5, I was the first one to leave. Y yo les dije la razón por qué. Because I felt like everybody wanted to be the top dog, overpower the next person. And I just didn't like that. I was like, I always looked at myself like, look, I know what I did to, you know, para empezar este pedo, lo que sea. And I feel like everybody should know their role, you know. Y yo no veo a nadie más que a la otra persona. Yo le dije, we all should work as a team, you know. Y pues, no sé, yo pienso que pues en ese aspecto pues nunca hubo un entendimiento. So, yo por eso pues dije, no, pues yo me voy, I'm gonna do my own thing. Y pues fue cuando te dije que hice el evento ahí en Mansion, como te estaba comentando hace rato.
That's right.
That was on your own already. Ya me había salido, ajá. Y pues ya, pues yo creo que pues ellos hicieron unos cuantos eventos y pues ya después de ahí ya quebró todo, pues. Pero pues hubo algunas pláticas que, no, pues vamos a ver si pues, let's try it again, let's make a comeback. Y pues, you know, I'm in the talks of that right now y pues a ver qué.
Oh shit, badass.
The return.
The return.
Yeah. Just, you know, just for the hype, you know.
Hell yeah.
Pero pues sí.
Is that a valid reason right there, Eloy? It sounded like you had something else going on. That's why.
No, that's amazing.
No,
That's great.
Como que quieres.
Como que él se sabe otra versión, no sé qué pedo.
A ver, pues.
That's what I heard, I think, yeah. That's what you told me, right?
Yeah. No, pero pues.
Está bien.
If you want to add on to it, it's cool.
Is there something that we should add on to it?
No,
we're good.
No, yeah, we're good, no.
I mean, that's a good one.
That's a good reason.
It's a valid
you know?
reason, yeah. Y es que así pasa, güey.
Hey, how soon, though?
Pues. Before the year ends, for sure.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, the return?
Yeah.
That's
badass.
great.
Y ahorita,
Neta fry.
pues hay que.
Para que se ponga chingón con el poster.
With the same name?
Pues sí, ¿no?
Yeah.
Pero yo, o sea, yo lo estoy viendo more like as, okay, just, you know, make a little return event. Y pues ya después de ahí a ver qué pasa, pues.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have pretty much just going with the flow. You know,
Badass.
We'll see what happens, you know.
Sheesh. Let me know. We have a little venue. We're working a little venue right now. Retácale todo lo que quieras ahí de pinche gente, güey.
Ahí luego hablamos.
Ahí luego hablamos. I'm gonna move over to my boy Carnitas, que anda ansioso el cabrón por decirme la historia.
Ya se agüitó.
¿Cómo anda? ¿Cómo lo tiene José bien servido la chingada ya?
I've never seen him smoke that much.
No, that's
Really?
Never.
But he hangs out with the Lemanz guys.
No, but he doesn't really smoke, no.
I only do it special occasions cuando.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
got glaucoma, dice.
I do. I don't do it with anybody. I do it with gente fina.
Oh, eso, hijo de la chingada. Denle otro pinche
Hey, take a shot. though.
cigarro.
Put your picture.
Are you guys still drinking or are you guys not
Portada de este
drinking?
I
I'm not a
can't.
big drinker. No nos
Tengo
puedo acompañar
glaucoma.
mucho, pero... Pisciene, bro.
Yeah,
Sí,
thank
No,
you,
no
thank you.
puedo ese, ya. No.
sí está pisteando.
Sí.
Lo veo medio vacío el pinche vaso, man.
Mi compa
Míralo.
Carlos dijo que el Carnitas venía a aclarar algo de lo que dijo Rojas o algo así.
Oh, sí.
De hecho,
Güey, pinche
pienses-
Rojas
no pienses
dijo...
con sus chismes,
No, no,
bro.
no. Por eso.
No, son
Hay que
chismes,
aclarar,
vamos a
güey.
¿Qué dijo Grandpa Rojas?
That makes me feel old because he's only a year older than I am.
Grandpa Carlos. right?
Ese güey nos dijo on the pod, if you haven't heard it, que tú tenías tatuado, güey, que tú eras cultura de corazón, cultura Chicago, and that you had just gotten a tattoo. A ver, lo dice José.
Hey, he only has one that I know of.
One tattoo?
I only
Or two.
Two.
No. I think
I
the
have my-
tattoo, güey, estaba diciendo que it was a tattoo of Jesse. That's what he said, güey. They hit a new tattoo and it was a tattoo of Jesse.
But he
No
said
new tattoo, no.
Jesse from Division?
No,
No, Jesse
Jesse
el
el
grandote.
grandote.
No.
¿Eh? Oh, no.
That's
El
what he
cochinito, güey.
said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You see that tattoo?
oh, that's what he meant.
I think that's the one Rojas was talking about.
That you had a tattoo of Jesse el grandote. Pinche culero, Rojas, man.
Rojas, culero.
Is that who you got it for, though, or no?
No.
No, okay.
How'd you get it? Why?
Is there give me a good story
That's
about
a good. It has to be
Okay.
a good story.
We go to la Junta de... What was it? No, it was the Vegas trip that andaba de staff con la Firmeza Nortena.
that? How long ago was this?
This was 2 years ago?
Two,
3
years, yeah.
3 years ago.
Real quick, sorry, wait. You've been in this music scene how long right now? About.
About 2017.
¿Y entraste por Eloy o entraste por otros?
Entré por el señor Tony Sánchez. My dad
Marielas.
from Marielas.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I
Él te
started
descubrió,
Vote for
pues.
Tony.
pretty much.
Damn.
And he gave me my first ever busboy job
Oh,
at
shit.
Marielas. And then me hice de mesero y luego...
Y ya de ahí
Te hiciste el
explotaste, güey.
Carnitas.
I promoted... Then I started promoting for
For Ocho.
Rojas.
Ah, fucking Rojas. Hear that. Clear. Repeat that, bro.
I promote for Rojas.
There you go.
Then I met through the years the guys from Cultura.
Okay.
And then
You made the transition.
big and bigger things down
There you go.
Rojas, you heard that? You heard that, Rojas?
Rojas, I love you. No, and then little by little, me hizo. Pero Tony from Marielas, he invented Carnitas.
Eso.
Salud.
Saludos al
Y
compa
luego,
Tony.
did he give you the nickname or
Yes.
tú ya eras
No,
Carnitas?
no. He gave me the.
He was Adidas in high school.
You were Adidas.
Yeah.
That's
He was
right.
Adidas, yeah.
When I met you, I
Yeah.
remember you went up to me like, hey, bro, I'm Adidas. I'm like, la verga.
Yeah, that's what we called him in high school. Adidas.
Yo soy
Yeah,
primo.
you are Adidas. Holy
The first,
shit.
oh wait, that was the first time I met you.
At Herradura,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah. He was telling me like, ahí vienen 10 primas, bro. Can you put them on the list? No, nigga. ¿Se acuerda o no?
Yeah, that
No, but I didn't meet you there. You were Adidas.
you
You're
were
right.
rocking. You were rocking your aguacate T-shirt.
Probably.
No, the one with the one that you
With
got
all the
old-
avocados?
The Old Navy T-shirt.
Navy t-shirt.
No, por eso. It was from Old Navy. ¿no?
Specific. ¿Cuál de
Got some
todas?
good ass memory, bro.
I know, bro.
No, but de ahí salió el Carnitas, my guy Tony.
Tony.
Tony, he invented. And then through the years, when I lasted 2 years working with him, the busboy, and then it's Carnitas. Oh, okay. And everywhere I go, carnes this, carnes that. I'm like, okay. I was mad about it, but then I just stick to it. I was like, okay. People know me like that. El Carnitas. I'm
Fuck
like,
it.
okay. Then I started, like I said, I started promoting for Ocho Segundos.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Cultura.
Yeah.
I'm still with Cultura. But
Gotta
yeah,
clarify that right there.
Okay, and then you went to Vegas?
I went to Vegas. It was a Firmeza tour. I helped them out for
Yeah.
a week. To me, it was very.
It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was
For me, it was vacation.
half of the tour with Legítimo.
It was Legítimo and Firmeza. And for me, it was like a little vacay. I was like, okay, but he's throwing me something. Take advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Vámonos. Then we go, and then we have a fecha in Vegas. And I'm like, oh, okay. We go to Vegas. He gets to the hotel, and right across the street, there's a tattoo shop. 4 guys from La Firmeza Norteña said, and I clear, hey, let's go get little tattoos in our arms, Firmeza or something. And then Eloy's like, Carnitas, you down? I'm like, oh, I'll get one if you get one. I'm like, okay. We walk to the tattoo shop. Nobody from all the guys. Oh, no. I'm like, oh, great. I see what they bring me here for. I get a tattoo.
And what, did you go first?
No.
And then everyone was fucking...
None of the guys. And then he's like, hey, get it and I'll pay for it. I'm like, okay, run it. My first, and then I was like, okay. And then I was thinking, what should I get? My mom's name or something or familia, whatever. You know how
yeah.
Algo. Then this guy, hey, bro, you should do your like marca. Like what the hell? What do you mean marca? Your logo, bro. I'm like, what? Carnitas. And then we're like 20 minutes looking for cool pig pictures to put a pig.
Hold on. I found it on Google.
Yeah, and I was like, and then he was like, hey, I like this one. It's standing and it has a tail and it's kind of your size. I'm like,
whoa! It's not your size.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It kind of looks like the Carnitas Uruapan pig. Right?
I was just thinking that, bro. Look at that.
Oh man.
And then, like I was saying, I'm like, oh fuck! Don't tell me he's gonna put me. And then we're like looking at it. He's like, Carnitas, I like this one. I'm like, okay, you like that one. And the guy looked at me like, are you sure?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Are you sure? Like, this is on for you for life. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I put it on, and then I get back home. The whole week se lo estoy escondiendo a mi mamá. Toda la pinche semana. Y nomás me baño y me salgo del baño y ahí está mi mamá. Dije, puta madre. Manuel, ¿qué es eso? ¿De qué, ama? En tu arm. ¿Qué es eso? Oh, una henna que me hicieron de un marrano. Y le dije,
Tu mamá, ¿qué verga es una henna?
Eso sí dice, ¿qué chingas es eso? Un tatuaje, pero que nomás dure 24 horas. Okay. Y dice, no, ese se ve muy real. Le digo, no, ma, no. She literally grabs my arm. She's like, no, que no. ¿Por qué pusiste esas pendejadas? Y the first name, Eloy me hizo hacerlo. y luego, like, 2 weeks, she go dress me off at the studio. Y mi mamá, ay, muchacho, ¿por qué le estás diciendo a mi hijo que se ponga marranitos en el cuerpo? Dice, no, señora. No. Yo no. Él quiso. Yo se lo pagaba. Le dije, ponte lo que quieras. Y se quedó un pinche marrano. No me ves.
Wow.
Un desmadre.
That's a fucking great fucking... Yo ni sabía, güey. Yo pensé que tenía el pinche tatuaje de cultura, güey. No. Pero tienes a Jesse Grandote ahí. Pinche rojas culero, güey.
Hey, le dices a mi compa Jesse cuando lo veas, ¿eh?
No, sí se enoja el güey. Sí se ofende que lo tienes ahí tatuado el cabrón. Hey, talk to me then. All of a sudden, I didn't, I had met you that one time as Adidas at Herradura, and I really didn't know you other than that, right?
Yeah.
And then I see you on these fucking videos, bro. I see you on these videos dancing, wilding out.
Yeah.
And then I see fucking people on your shoulders. Yeah. And then you're always taking shots. I mean, y a lo mejor le pregunto primero a Eloy, like, is this the guy that you've always known? Like, he's always been this guy? Or did he evolve to be this guy? Like
the energy?
The energy and just the non-giving a shit. Because it's a lot of not giving a shit, right?
Yeah, no, he's always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no más que, like, when he's not
Outgoing.
like that, I get worried. Porque I'm like,
Yeah,
what
'cause
the
he's
fuck's
always so
going on?
outgoing.
Yeah, but there's times when he's just sitting down and quiet.
And yeah, y te dices que pedo con este vato.
yeah, yeah. Pero no, I mean, he's always been like that.
Porque no por nada, and you know, I never, and we kind of spoke about it earlier, like about the yard parties and whatnot. But you know, I don't knock on anyone's hustle because everyone's hustling, right? And the one thing that I can say about you is that I've seen you everywhere, bro. And I've seen you everywhere working. O sea, no te estás haciendo güey. Yeah. I've seen you once with Saúl Gomez, with Tíos Gomez, and you were there, bro. O sea, you're a great host. I've seen you at the Michelada Fest 2 years ago with the rancheradas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you so many places where you're working, you're hustling, you're making that extra dollar way. So as far as that, like, I'm never gonna knock your hustle. If you want to have motherfuckers on your shoulders because it's giving you, you know, your brand and what you do at your age, I mean, fuck it, man, keep doing it. But what made you do that whole fucking get on my shoulders? How the fuck did that start?
Okay.
And then were you on a horse once too on an alley?
Yeah.
And did you fall off?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know if I've.
What story you want first, though?
La que tú quieras.
Let's start with the caballo one.
Hell yeah!
That was in my compa Braulio Garcia. You guys know him. It was his birthday, and he's like, "Hey, Carnitas, you know what? I'm doing a carne asada. Can you help me come cook the meat? Échame la mano." Le digo, pues está bien. I'll do it for your birthday. I get there, estamos tomando, pisteando, and then a lot amount of people. And then I see a big ass trailer coming through the alley. I'm like, okay. Am I tweaking? Am I drunk? Or era una de un caballo. Next thing you know, I turn around. Ahí está el caballo. Dije, what the fuck? Okay. Yo bien pedo. Me subo.
But nobody's telling you get on.
No,
You just want to get
yo
on.
nomás chingue su madre. Boy,
Jumped off.
That's what I mean.
Jumped off the grill
I
and
jumped
jumped
off-
on the horse.
Hold these pizzas, nigga. I'll be back.
Then I had a speaker with me and everything
On the horse.
on the horse. Then next thing you know, I'm trying to get off. Next,
Oh my!
Trying to jump off.
no, I'm trying to jump off. And I tell the guy next to me, he's all drugged up, or I don't know what is he. I tell him, hold my speaker. I'm gonna get off. And then I hold the speaker, y el caballo se hace de lado. Boom, se cayó la vaca.
Tú.
Tú. And that was one of the, and out of that garage was the first my viral video.
That was your
Toro
first
Mambo.
one. Yeah, where
And-
you're
Yeah,
where you're dancing in between the garage, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first ever. Now going towards the,
How many views does that have now? Wait, that video is it still?
that one's going up to like, the last time I seen it, it was like at 80.
80 million.
80 million?
No. 80 views. No, like around
80,000?
80,000.
On YouTube though.
No, on YouTube.
Oh, on TikTok, no?
No, on TikTok, it got up to like 2.5 million views.
Yeah, that's what I had seen. Yeah.
TikTok.
That's nuts. I mean,
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was
Yeah.
2 years ago in that garage. And then the one that invented carrying on my shoulders, el primero, mi compa Hector from my guardia.
¿qué te dijo? A ver, güey, hazte para acá.
You look like a horse.
Hazte
Come
para
here.
acá. Abre la boca. ¿Qué le dices? No, güey, al revés. güey.
Hector,
Did you also do like a little thing for Ruby's Tacos? Was that you doing that?
Yeah,
That was you, right?
yeah.
I knew it. I'm like, that motherfucker looks like Carnitas. You guys ever see that? The
No.
Ruby's Tacos? Where you're doing some fucking shit. And
Oh, on
promoting
TikTok.
the tacos,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's my family's restaurant.
Oh, shit.
We all started selling tacos when we were kids in Maxwell Street Market in the
Yeah,
original
yeah, yeah.
one, and then that was like a hustle for us. I technically learned all my hustle from my parents, porque it would be Saturday, we would have a family party, and then sometimes my dad he would just take a shower and get ready, porque he's like, mijo, let's go. We gotta put up las mesas, los comales, and everything. We set up every Sunday.
Every Sunday, correct?
My parents started with my grandma in '86. And then de ahí de para adelante.
Ah, shit, I didn't know that was you guys, man.
Y luego,
Congrats on that.
after 25 years being in Maxwell Street Market, we can actually have the honor of saying we have our home now, our own restaurant,
Wow.
1316 in Pilsen, down the block from La Vaca.
Okay. And it's called the same?
Ruby's Tacos.
Ruby Tacos.
Tacos. Badass.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Congrats,
That made me
bro.
tear a little bit.
That's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you're alright, Justin? That's all watery eyed.
No,
I did not know that was you guys, bro. I
Yeah,
just seen that
it's
you
my-
were doing
my-
like that
yeah.
commercial or whatever, you know, and I'm like, that looks, you fucking kick at the camera and
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I've seen that shit.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen
No?
it yet.
No, after me bajé la pierna y dije, puta madre.
Te dio un tirón a la verga.
No, pero all those videos, all those everything, the Instagram, the Facebook, is run by my sister Stephanie.
Ah. For the Ruby Tacos.
Yeah, no, for mi página.
Your
Pero-
carnitas.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Pero
That's
the
all
one
publicist.
that runs
This
the
motherfucker's on
Ruby's one is
publicist.
my sister Evelyn. She does TikTok. She does like, dude. Everybody thinks Instagram is still Instagram. Right now, it's TikTok.
Yeah.
If you're on TikTok
That's where you're
in
popping.
Vegas, saludos a mi compa René in Vegas. They were like, bro, you're the guy from TikTok. The Soy La 69. Like, and then he's like, we walk away. And he's like, they know me. You see? That's the whole reason I came.
How many views does he have on that?
That one's
Rene.
high. I think the first day it reached like 1 million.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
What
Y
a,
sí
Jen,
me man-
what a
sí-
Jenny 69 song would do to you.
Me mandó un video. He was at the bar downstairs, and then this guy, Jimmy Humilde, was like 4 seats down. Y me mandó un video grabando a Jimmy. He's like, look, he's smiling at me. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, that's the guy from TikTok.
Wow.
And then the carrying guys on my show, como tal, Hector, pero the one that went viral for Grupo Firme.
Oh, shit. You did
And
that
that's
guy.
how I became friends with Grupo Firme. And then I was in Texas. This was like almost like 3-4 months ago. I was in Texas for vacation, and I texted Edwin, hey, I'm in town. I go to the event, Echa Desmadre, and Vicente, his manager, he's like, hey, Edwin está poco pedo, pero quiere hacer el toro mambo contigo. I'm like, okay. And you gotta understand, this was in front of like minimum 22,000 people.
Right.
It was la Plaza Garibaldi in Houston. And in front of like I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. And then we do the Toro Mambo. And
Porque
yeah.
tiene la banda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to use a banda de Tijuana and then
And you do the whole fucking song? He's on you the whole song?
¿Ande?
The whole song he's on you?
Yeah.
Toda la pinche canción.
Yeah.
It's like a 3 4 minute song.
We're like back. No, like we do it like back, like yo lo cargo y I do it back and forth like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Lo bajo y ahí echamos
Desmadre.
like, desmadre, baile, whatever. But
Pues eres todo un pinche showman, güey.
Hell yeah.
no,
I mean, you got those are great experiences. Not so many motherfuckers can say that they've done that at least in front of so many people. So I give you credit with all that shit.
no, thank you.
A little stunned with that. With the Ruby's taco story is awesome. Who's Ruby then? Is that your grandma?
Ruby is my mom.
Your mom?
Yes.
Ah, shit.
Ruby is my mom, and yeah.
Vamos a tener que ir a los tacos there. You guys are popular for something. I forgot what it was.
El Pastor.
El Pastor, okay.
Tortillas a la mano, everything handmade, salsa.
Y las carnitas, ¿no?
You gotta do carnitas? Hell yeah. Where are you from?
Carnitas taco.
Where are you guys from?
My
Mexico
mom,
wise.
my mom's from Guerrero,
Ah,
and my
eres
dad,
cocho.
and my dad's from Durango.
Ah, okay. And you guys are Durango, right?
Yeah, Durango.
Both
No,
sides.
Estos son Durango, pero de los pesados.
Pesado eres
Here
tú, güey.
we
no
go.
Badass. So, that's the whole fucking carnita story. So we cleared up a lot of shit with him.
Ahí está.
Ahí
Ya
está, para
aclaró.
que la gente no tenga pinche duda. Y quiere su
¿De
own
dónde
episode, güey.
viene el carnita?
Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
seen?
yeah.
Did you guys see that post of me and my boy Chico? That there was a post.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Good thing you brought that up. What's up with that shit? Chico Problema?
Yeah.
Tan curiosos los dos, güey.
That's a good word.
No, it's like
Is that show or is
no,
that
no,
like
no, no.
actually
No,
fucking
no.
a rivalry?
Yo y Chico, we're really good friends. That's all like show fama. Pero la gente local, and then there would no, but like, I did a video in Vegas. I kind of regret doing it. I was
he was
drunk.
drunk.
I was drunk, and I was like, oh, and that was on Facebook Live. And I was like,
You
hey,
called them out, right?
Chicos ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. Who the hell is that? I'm here. He's not. And then I come back home. Hey, bro, I seen that fight poster. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You're not going to have a boxing fight with Chico? I'm like, no, bro. It was puro desmadre. Then these people got so serious. They started doing flyers.
Yeah, I see.
Chicos versus Carnitas after
Eloy.
time show Aventura.
Hey, bro, y tú que estás tan involucrado and you've been through like all the promotion companies and whatnot, what do you think is the biggest like problem or misconception with promoters? I mean, y tú estás en medio del pinche nest de ahí del nido, bro. Porque es mucha política, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Okay. Is that the number one thing? I mean, maybe you can't really comment too much on it, right? I don't want to get you in trouble either and shit.
No, it's not like it's the thing is I never went through the first generation,
Yeah.
and then this is like my generation. But the way that I see it is, todos quiere todo. Everybody wants this artist. Everybody, no. Hey, sell it to me. No, sell it to this guy. Y al último se pelean por una pendejada.
Yeah. That's how it was before too, way.
Era una pendejada. No. Hey, me pidió. Oh, yo te doy más.
Yep. It becomes like a bidding war, right?
Ajá, parece como un bid, como tú dices, un bidding room.
Like a
I
fucking
think
auction.
after the Duranguense era, where like they kind of fell off and everybody else started coming, the bandas, norteños, everything just pretty much changed like dramatically, you know. Well, how do you feel about that?
I agree, bro. I agree. After the Duranguense era, I wasn't around the promoter life in the Duranguense era. But right after that, which for me was like maybe the corridos era, right?
It was like 29 to
Regulo Caro.
it was like 09, 010 when everything
Yeah.
started transitioning into the new
To corridos. It was
Right.
kind of like the corrido shit. But yeah, that's how it was before, way. It was just a bidding war. You know, haz de cuenta que we were doing Bailes El Rey, and 5 minutes away was Merendero. And it got so ridiculous, and I'll say this here on the air, por decir. It was so ridiculous that we had to come up with an agreement with Viva, where 1 week we would get an artist, and the next, like, we had to take turns, way, because we were like a dumbasses. We were outbidding each other every week and paying enormous amounts of money, and the only guy smiling at the end was Ivan, right, or Viva, and we just like, nah, you know what? Fuck this. Let's take turns because no mames, we're gonna go broke like this. Like we're paying too much money for all these guys.
It was between you guys and Viva? Or?
And 3MB. Vivo was the seller.
Okay.
So 3MB was doing merenderos on Saturdays. We're doing El Rey.
Okay.
So it literally got to like, at one point we went into a bidding, and I'll say it because the guy's not around anymore. Ariel Camacho. The first time that he was gonna come to Chicago, he didn't, right? Because he got into that
It was a
accident.
rancho
Right.
event, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna have him El Rey. And I remember that we were in a bidding thing competition with Ocho Segundos. And I still remember like it was yesterday que me habló Octavio, Rojas' partner.
Yeah.
And he tells me, hey man, congrats, bro. Congrats. I heard you guys are gonna get Ariel, and like, don't congratulate me, bro. That just means that I'm the dumb motherfucker that ended up, you know, agreeing to pay.
Yeah.
We're gonna pay that guy. I'll say here, we're gonna pay that guy 32 grand back then.
Oh,
And it started at 20, and it just went like that, boom, 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 boom.
Was 20 like the price they gave you? Like, this is we're gonna sell it to you guys. Y ya pues de ahí.
Es que no es nada de menso el señor, right?
Right. That's
¿En
what I'm
cuánto
asking.
está? Oh, pues más o menos, no estamos seguros, pero como va a ser como en 20.
Yeah.
Why
Pero
you-
nunca te dijeron va a estar en...
back then even 20,000 was a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot
Yeah,
more
back
than
that, and that's also when you bring that up, Chato, is that's also when the prices for the big artists just
Started
boom.
going up, rising.
And we might have, I mean, I don't want to say we, but maybe it could have been because of us
We were a big
fucking
factor in-
inflating that price.
Yeah.
Right.
With the first time that we brought Larry Hernandez, his first time here, and we brought him on a Friday, and we were in a bidding match with Islas Marias in Fullerton with Edgar Garcia.
Yup.
And we both ended up having him, but they ended up getting him at 11 p.m. because we paid more for the fucking 1 o'clock set. You know, like $5,000
shit.
more. So we ended up paying him 18 grand. And over
For
there,
one set?
For one set. And it was unheard of. I later heard through the grapevine that fucking Larry charged them 20 grand for the weekend. And we paid him 18 for a set.
Holy shit.
Pay the whole weekend.
That's how
wild.
crazy it was back then, bro. And that's when we started saying, like, fuck this, you know, we're going to just, you know, go
Pero
direct.
sí, yeah, okay.
Or llegamos a un acuerdo, but then al último, we said, not fuck the acuerdo, but on the off dates, you know, then you start thinking because your mind start like, pues qué pinche casualidad. Like when it's our turn, it's like a shitty group.
Yeah.
And then when it's their turn, they got a badass group, you know. So
Right.
then you're just like, nah, fuck this. We're gonna do. And then we started, you know, going about and getting like the guys alone, Remy and then Código FN and Tigrillo Palma. Tigrillo was also a little bit of a political thing, you know, because he had only came once without Ivan, and that was the second time when we brought him too. Pero era un desmadre,
this
siempre ha
guy-
sido así, güey, the bidding war.
They were obviously like artists that were under contract. Or
With Ivan, you mean?
right.
You know what? I don't know if they were under contract with them. I think that they were all at one point fearful of going against him.
Okay.
You know, porque si voy a ir con
Right.
Aguacate o con... hey, yo no te voy a meter al Aragón. You know, yo no te voy a meter... And of course, de 6 bailes, él hacía los 6, güey.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it was very monopolized back then through him. So
Right.
as an artist, you know, it's... Obviously, you're going to be like, nah, pues, I'm not going to lose 6 sets for this one set that I don't even know these guys.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
So it was a little bit crazy times back then. I mean, también estaba así medio cabrón. And then on the local scene, you know, what do you think that the local bands, in your opinion, I mean, are they doing everything correctly? What do you see things that they're doing wrong, or that they're doing right? Because that's also been a big evolving of the bands from back then to now.
Yeah. Actually, when the whole studio thing happened, so I started really paying more attention to the local groups back in like 2013, 2014. That's when I kind of just started seeing things.
You're right.
Yeah, I think it was like in 2015, 2016, the time when Dos Banderas was doing a lot of videos and stuff like that. That they were a viral group locally, at least.
Right.
Back then, empecé a ver lo que estaban haciendo ellos. I saw a lot of stuff from Norteñísimo también back then.
Yeah.
So I think now that I'm more involved in this, maybe because I'm more involved in it, I probably see it more.
Yeah.
But I do also feel like all the groups have stepped up. Like, you know what, we're all going to record. We're all going to put out videos. And I think it's algo chido. Porque I know there's a lot of people que dicen, no, que no estamos unidos aquí, que in other states they're more. Pero like, every time somebody releases, in my opinion, pues, everybody's always sharing here. O sea, entre músicos, amigos, familiares, whatever, like, everybody's sharing the stuff. And I think that's badass. So I think that's one thing that is happening right. En lo demás, I think it's just more dedication. More dedication. Y yo lo digo this reason porque I feel like a lot of the local people, they don't do this for a living. It's kind of like a part-time thing in a way. So para mí, it's like the discipline. It's a job. It's a job just like anything else. You know, you gotta.
Well, it's a very well-paid job.
Yeah, it's a very well-paid job.
Yep.
And now, por ejemplo, that I'm working with these guys local, I see, like, damn, like, why, like, lo puedes ver una manera, like, damn, why do groups even go work in other states when you can make probably more than you're going to make local? I mean,
Right.
Going out of town. Pero, pues, it's different mentalities, you know? So
Yeah,
now
that's
that I have, in a way, the experience of working out of town a lot, seeing a lot of, supposedly we're going to get $12,000 and we get $1,000 for the weekend, like, cosas así como que te van, they start opening up your mind. So now that I'm doing this stuff with Lemanz, veo que no nomás ellos, pero todos los grupos andan en chinga. They're trying to record, they're trying to put out videos. Porque at the end of the day, honestly, bro, everybody wants to be the best, you know?
Yeah.
Y now como que I see la música es muy desechable. Like you gotta be releasing stuff every month. If you stop for 3 or 4 months, you go back to square one.
Yeah.
So I think it's evolved a lot for sure.
For sure.
It's just following up, keep on going, keep on doing it. Y ya de ahí, algo tiene que pegar fuerte.
And the fact that the technology, in comparison to before, has made everything so much easier.
Yeah.
I mean, before it was tough, way.
I actually remember when Vito and when he had jefes or whatever, he would start talking to me about the music scene, pero yo no ponía mucha atención.
Yeah.
Un disco era más caro antes de lo que es ahorita.
Exageradamente.
Y
no había muchos estudios.
Exactamente. So it's kind of like, damn, like the fact that like now like sometimes like veo que es tan desechable la música, pero porque también probably like the experience no nos tocó vivir esa, para valorar un poquito más lo que es un disco.
I like the way you said that.
I've always said it, man, like, and está chingón lo que estamos haciendo local, of the live CDs. Pero yo, por ejemplo, yo sé que at the end of the day hay polémica en todo. There's, like people that are going to control stuff, right? Pero para mí como que se le ha ido el sueño mucho grupos local de let's get to a Grammy. Let's reach a little bit higher, instead of wanting to be the biggest group here in Chicago.
And that's a big goal. I mean,
Yeah.
we could take it a step simpler and say, let's just do a full studio album.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly. Because the process is like, a mí me han tocado, creo que, y no es mucho tiempo, ¿va? Pero me han
Y
tocado,
pegar los pinches bunchies, compas.
Hey, that's why I stopped. Hell no. A mí me han tocado, creo que son 11 studio albums.
Okay.
Y sí son putizas.
Como debe que ser.
Como debe que ser.
Yeah.
Pero es como todo. When you go through the process complete, you learn to value everything more.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So now, por ejemplo, I get a lot of groups at the studio, a live album.
Yeah.
Graban, apartan. Hay grupos que con 4 o 5 horas se aventan un disco. Pero then, they come back to me for a month and a half, too, que quieren parchar esto. Y está bien. I mean, at the end of the day, they're paying for the time.
Yeah, you're taking your hours, right?
Pero I also see it kind of like, I try to tell people, like, you know what, vengan bien ensayados. Porque, yeah, I mean, we all want to make money. Pero también, if it's something where it's like, they're not giving the attention to the project, I mean, in a way, it doesn't look good for me either,
Of course.
I
You're
feel
putting
like,
out the product, right?
yeah, I'm putting out the product in a way. So it's like, the studio albums is something that now I'm kind of like, man, why don't groups do it anymore?
I know, bro.
The excitement I feel is more than
I'm
a live
glad
album.
you said that, bro. Because people or bands they lost that love for the studio. I don't want to like say, oh, I did things right, because I know I did some things wrong. You guys need anything to drink, to eat, or anything?
Take a beer, bro. Si hay lo que haya.
Un beer también.
A mí me traes una sodilla, güey.
Soda.
Yeah, güey. I'm not a drinker, bro.
Carnitas be eating, we be going out to eat. You're like, hey, pues deme unos 5 tacos de asada, una hamburguesa, side of fries, and a Diet Coke, please.
Well, that's me. That used to be me.
Hey,
Todavía pasamos al Wendy's.
no, ahorita vamos a pasar al taco o algo. Tengo un hambre.
Nah.
When we would do studio albums, I've always wanted to do it so much by the book, right? Like the record label, the way it's supposed to be. And I'll have my guys at the para ellos, de tomar ya. I'll have my guys print out a schedule, and I'll say like, hey, we're doing 10 a.m. breakfast at a breakfast spot, para que no me den chingando que tienen hambre. And we have studio time at 12. And then we would already book the food for lunch, because we would do 12 to like 4 or 5. And then we're like, hey, yo cuando iba con Chuyito, back in that day, I would rent the fucking studio for 3 weeks, every day. O sea, 3-week blocks. Y cada quien sabía, hoy vamos a hacer pistas, you know, or this week, and then the next week, you know, drums and bass, and the next week, you know, how it went.
Sorry to cut you off. ¿Cuánto te tardaste, or was it like a right off the bat thing to kind of realize, okay, I need to schedule this, you know, so that everybody knows their time. No estamos perdiendo
Right
tiempo,
off the bat, bro.
Right off the bat. So,
Yeah.
so for like,
Because I was seen, because I was,
yeah. So estaba ya metido. Like for me, it took a while, right? Pero porque like I don't come from a music background,
Right.
So in a way, like I was used to like any other job, you know, where vamos a estar a hacer esto, any little like being late thing, like me emputaba, pero porque yo estaba acostumbrado a eso, you know.
Yeah.
But once, I mean, ya like the experience, you know, aprendes de que, you know what, reality is that like, you know, the sleep schedules are completely different than a regular job. So you
Right.
got to understand all that stuff. So like
Yeah.
that's badass that you did it right off the bat. Porque now, así yo lo hago. So now it's like, you know what, like it's always good, I feel, to have the whole group there all the time. Pero también it's a distraction. And I've
Totally.
and I've learned it throughout the years. You know, like ya acabó el baterista and the bass.
He can leave if they want.
You guys can leave if they want, you
Yeah.
know, pero cuando están todos ahí, the vibe is just like everybody's giving input y no están ayudando sometimes to the person that's in the booth. So that's badass that right off the bat you kind of just knew what you had to do.
We
you
would
know?
even do like listening, like sit-ins, group listenings to pick out what we're gonna take out. So we would record like 15 songs and keep 12.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, we would do like a 20-man panel and be like, oh, which one didn't you like? Which one didn't motivate you? And this is just me out of watching like Motown has documentaries and shit like that, and how Babyface did stuff like that, and they'll do sit-ins, and this was all like when we had like Reino and we had Nuevo Ejemplo, and you know, we sat through all this and we did we would plan shit out, and igual para the when they would do the mixing and mastering, it would just be me and sometimes Fry, and we wouldn't really input. We would just say, hey, un poquito aquí, but I always respected the engineers,
Right.
or anybody that you hire. I kind of always respect those guys because, well, I can't do that fucking job. So what am I
Right.
gonna tell them? So the videographer, my compadre Fry, like, hey, you pick out the pictures. You know, I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're the fucking photographer. So that's kind of how we would do it before. Pero era una putiza y era bien caro. Vuelvo al punto de que, you know, we were dropping $12,000 the album. You know, the Chicago project, when I did the Chicago project back then. I mean, thankfully for us, it went #1 for about 2 weeks on
Badass.
iTunes. Que en aquel entonces no se apreció, güey, localmente. You know, that's how I see it.
Have you ever thought about just re-releasing it?
Well, it's still out there. I haven't thought about re-releasing it, but I do have plans of doing
Or
the
regrabar.
Chicago project too.
Sí.
Yeah.
That'll be badass.
The only thing is the Chicago project 1 was more of like my dream thing. Like every song I wrote on
Okay.
that.
Oh shit.
And so every song I wrote, all the songs are mine. I just picked out the bands at that time, the 6 top bands in my point of view.
Yeah.
Viento, Potrillos, Escuela, Viejones, Reino, 5, and I'm missing one. So
Estilo was on there?
Estilo Especial.
Estilo especial. ¿no?
Yeah. Estilo and Escuela were the only ones that asked me if they can do one of their songs.
Okay.
And Reino. Actually, he did both of his, that motherfucker. But eran todas inéditas, güey. So,
Damn, ¿cuántas eran? ¿Cuántas canciones?
12.
12?
Yeah.
12 all years?
Out of the 12, 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah.
9.
Or 8. And then the banda songs, you know, we didn't have a studio like you. I wish we did. I had to get 2 different producers. One guy was in Guanajuato, which is El Colorín. He does a lot of production. He did Potrillos. And then I had another producer from Zacatecas, Charlie. He was doing Chacalosa stuff, and he did Banda Chacalosa, and he did the Escandalosa.
Okay.
So I had to pay them out there to do all the music, to send back, pay the studio again to do the voices, send it back to fucking mix and master. O sea, era un desmadre. I spent a lot of money on that album, but it was like a dream come true. I mean, it was something that I did, and in comparison to now, pues ahora it's so much easier.
It is.
But you're right. Everyone should plan it out. Ir bien ensayados, güey. Number one thing, que vayan bien ensayados.
Yeah. I get those clients all the time que me dicen, hey, I'm going to record a song, but I only need 2 hours. y no te miento, because of like, like I just want them to, like be happy with what they do, but
Yeah.
what, like don't even book it. Y te voy a explicar por qué. Ain't no one gonna record a song in 2 hours.
Yeah.
There's no way, unless it's live, we need live, porque a lo mismo se van a parchar otra vez y whatever. So, yeah, it's that whole scheduling thing is badass. I mean, ya me funciona mucho, and it's kind of like everybody gets their time, instead of like being all bunched up and
Y apresurado y la chingada.
apresurado, yeah.
Y para ya más o menos ir terminando también, talk to me very quickly because I want to take advantage of this. Maybe by the time this comes out, your album will be out. But talk to me about Konaskatriceron, which is now Volume 3.
Volume
so congrats on that. Like,
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
how did that come about? Just from Volume 1 to 2 to 3? Or how, ¿qué te dio? Were you smoking?
No,
Because my
no.
ideas come when I smoke.
No. My ideas come when I shower.
Oh, shit.
A la verga.
Estás más pesado tú, güey, todavía.
Nah, it was, what was it? Era en el tiempo that, fuck, this was what, 3 years ago? Volume 1 was 3 years ago, I think. I was, so, at family parties, we always had that time that was Bookie's time.
Oh, that's the other thing I was going to ask you.
So we knew when it was like, okay, ya ahora sí hay que cambiarle, Ahí estaban mis tíos y mis tías, ya either fighting or like ahí llorando. Whatever.
Llorando a la
So yeah, the
chingada.
crying, you knew it was Bookie's time,
After 2 in the morning.
Yeah, after 2,
Yeah.
yeah, it was guaranteed. 2 to
time.
5, sometimes 6, 7 in the morning. So it was kind of like, to me, it was like, well, I mean, it was kind of like, okay, pues, what songs did our parents listen to, before we were born or while we were kids or whatever. So that's kind of where it came up from. And pues mi familia también es o sea, Bookies, lo que es Primavera, grupos norteños with sax. Por eso the first and the second volume eran norteños with sax. Y ya the first one, I think the first one ya stream-wise, we're at like 1.3 million.
Okay.
The first one. And the second one, ahorita ya va, it's about to hit like 850,000 streams.
Okay.
So, viéndolo maybe worldwide for a lot of people no es mucho, pero to me it's like, damn, like something that, like in a way it was related towards my childhood, my family. So something,
And
the
look at
idea
it now.
pues, and look
Yeah.
at it now, yeah. So it's a cool thing. Y pues ya el tercero, I was actually gonna do, the third one was gonna be de sierreños y norteños, o sea, lo que
Yeah.
está ahorita. No más que some groups are special, man. Some groups are very special. Like la neta with the norteño sax, both volumes. It was like, what, I have these recording dates, I have these times. You guys choose the songs, whatever it is. The first one, it was completely you guys choose your song. The second one was more, old school songs.
To go with the theme.
To go with the theme,
Yeah.
Y so yeah, I was like, man, well, let's do another one, que, pues, ¿cuánto me van a dar? ¿Cuánto this? And I was like,
A la verga.
I was like, at this point, it was kind of like, it's, we're not going to get rich off this, And in a way, it's like you're not being charged anything to
record.
record your music. Y yo, por ejemplo, nowadays, like, any little opportunity that I get to do something, whatever, I'm all like, I'm going to take it. Yeah, even if I'm not comfortable at first doing it, yo ya lo veo, like, it's like, what, it's something that I'm going to get to show my kids when I'm older.
Right.
Ya sean fotos, videos, whatever it is, like, let's do it, no pasa nada. So I was like, yeah, pues, I won't do it anymore. And see, we actually started the project, the third one, in April. No más que this one did take the longest porque it was a little bit more complicated with the bandas to get the times and all that stuff. Y when I was like, okay, well, yeah, let's do a banda thing. Ivan from Plebada reached out to me. He's like, oh, well, let me help you. I'm like, all right, cool. Y ya pues en él se encargó en sí de escoger las bandas, which in the last two I didn't choose, groups. I mean, I did, but I just made sure that it was limited to, I think it was like 12 and like 14 norteños. It wasn't like, oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
It was more like, okay, well, let's get as many as we can. Y ya they give them a theme. Yeah, we filter it out. So with this one, Ivan did choose las bandas y creo que las canciones también.
So how many total songs is it?
Son 10 canciones.
Okay.
Son nomás 5 bandas.
So it's 5 bands.
5 bandas, 2 canciones cada uno.
¿Se puede decir quién o todavía no puede? No
Yeah, for sure. Está La Escandalosa, Potrillos, Super Ranchera, Peñasco, and what is that, 5?
It's 4.
no, Peñasco, Super Ranchera, Potillos, Viento, and Proxima. Proxima banda.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so they all got 2 songs each, and it should be good.
Wait, yeah, I think it comes out this Thursday this Thursday, right?
Yeah,
From the
this
week that we're
Yeah,
doing this
so this
pod.
won't be coming out.
So
for
when this
a couple
comes out,
weeks.
Yeah,
you
it's
guys are
already
already
out.
jamming
yeah,
to
it
it.
should already be out.
Yeah.
So
Oh, hell yeah, they'll be jamming it for sure, way. O
Yeah.
sea, for me, those fucking first 2 were badass, way.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
norteño with sax, no mames,
Yeah.
se la jalaron
it,
chingón.
it was cool. Yeah, y al segundo, pues, I invited Lechuga, the Cumbre, for
Oh,
Cumbre.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cumbre, for Cumbre to do it. Yeah, porque yo me llevo muy bien con él,
Yeah.
And Firmeza.
Y hay pues Firmeza en there as
Firmeza's
well,
on the
yeah.
first
Ya
track,
para
yeah.
que pues la gente los vaya escuchando ya para cuando los traiga para acá.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so, well.
Yeah, so good. Congrats on that, bro. Y
For sure,
para la
for
gente
sure.
que ya lo escuchó, pues síganlo escuchando de madre.
Yeah, well.
And lastly, bro, talk to me about your bookies experience, bro.
Bro, that was
Because
wild.
I seen you on that. You fucking went. Where did you go to
Three
Oakland
times.
or
We-
San Francisco? You went
3
somewhere.
times. Yeah, we
3
did,
times.
We did both
You did
days
both
in
here?
Chicago.
Yeah.
Both days in Chicago. We were gonna go to Dallas, me and my sister. Nomás que no se pudo. And I went with my cousin to Oakland. Yeah, we just went for the concert. We did Saturday in Oakland, Sunday half a day in San Francisco. Then we did Vegas Monday through Thursday. So, man, dude.
¿No te ibas al pinche Carnitas?
He met me up in Vegas.
But not en los bookies.
No. That was, I needed my time to enjoy, you know?
Este ruco se fue solo el domingo.
Sí,
Dije,
güey, como debe
dije-
que ser.
No, y luego vi las snapchats de unas amigas. Ahí
No andaba
andaban con él.
solo. No andaba solo.
Oh, no ando quemando el rancho.
No.
güey.
¿En Vegas?
Carnitas.
¿Ah?
In Vegas?
No, güey, en los bookies.
No, I was with my cousin.
That's why.
No, we were there. Pero, no, dude, es otro pedo eso.
My compadre Fry went.
I saw him.
Yeah, oh, you did.
The second day, pero ya estábamos pedos.
Yeah.
Like, I heard,
Is it as amazing as everyone says it
yeah,
was?
yeah.
Still
Bro,
trying
like,
to-
Production, obviously
all
everything.
He
three
sent me a
days-
Snapchat of him crying.
all 3 days, I felt the same way. Like, I felt that, like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
My boy LJ went. He told me that he actually shed some tears in the beginning. Very emotional fucking time.
It's because I think it's an experience. Like, mucha gente me decía también, like, oh, why are you going? And that's lame. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it's a group que look at all the generations that are listening to it, that have listened to it, and they're probably going to listen to it in the future, you know? It's a lot of generations. So, los 3 días que fui, o sea, eran, you know, grandparents, you know, parents, kids, o sea, it was
Grandkids.
grandkids,
De todo.
and y todos, you know, singing the same way, enjoying it the same way. Like, the phones were out all the time, pero la gente como que everybody felt the same way, bro. The last one was wild porque fue el último from the tour.
Oh, okay.
So they did play extra and just like that production, everything.
Are you gonna
was-
do the Mexico?
Hell
dates?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna have to go away because
You have to-
everybody
you
who
have
has
to experience it,
everybody who has said
when
it
is
has
it?
said that it's been a
In 2022?
fucking sur-
They haven't
surreal-
announced the dates yet.
Yeah, no, they
surreal
haven't announced
fucking
dates.
experience.
Yeah, it's otra cosa, like
Most likely I'll be going.
Y allá en
with him.
México me imagino que va a ser hasta más perro.
more.
And
It was because of the COVID thing, right? That they're not doing it yet.
I don't know what the reason exactly is, but I would assume.
Pero se va a juntar
Pues
mucho
ahorita-
más
es que
gente
ahorita
allá.
en México está
It's
más
outdoor.
avanzado el COVID porque también
Allá.
igual they don't have the funds to like, you know,
The
bring
vaccine.
all
I think they charge you for the vaccine. Es otro pinche plática del pinche vaccine, ¿verdad?
the ventilators también.
Yeah,
es
it's a
más.
whole bunch of shit. Mexico's Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
The
So,
fact that
in a
they
way.
don't have funds to like bring in like, you know, tools and stuff that they need is like
Yeah.
what makes it worse. Like people get sick and like they don't have all the resources that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have over here, you know. So that's
Well, the bookies is gonna be something else out there too, man.
yeah, hell yeah.
Mis compas, I want you guys to drop individually your pages, whatever you guys want to promote, your businesses. De una vez aprovechen, empezamos con Carnitas.
Está bien
El más-
marihuana
el
el
más
güey, ¿no?
famoso.
Ahora yo no estoy bien.
El más famoso.
Fúmenle usted a la chingada.
Dile Carnitas.
Just my page, Carnitas VIP oficial.
Sheesh. Are you
And,
checkmarked yet? Not yet?
Are you blue check mark?
Huh?
Not yet?
Are you
don't
a
have
blue check mark
yet?
on Instagram or no?
Yes.
Verified?
On Instagram, you would find me El Carnitas de Chicago.
Eso chingado.
That's great.
So go follow our guy.
That's amazing. You look
That's
amazing,
amazing.
today.
Sí,
You
Look
look
great, you,
amazing.
Chato.
That's amazing.
No, pues, I mean, I'm,
Este no tiene Facebook. No sé
I'm
quién.
retired.
Hey,
man.
why
I'm
don't you have a
retired.
Facebook though?
You know what? I should bring it back, no?
I think you should.
You know what? Well, I mean, I don't.
Está laqueada.
I don't promote no more. You know, I'm retired. You know.
But you're gonna come back?
But you're gonna come back.
You're gonna
no?
come back.
Come back.
Make
You
a
remember we
comeback,
talked about
maybe,
it.
yeah. Pero pues I mean, I'm under barber _ Chato on Instagram y pues ahorita estoy pues trabajando en, I'm trying to open up my own shop y pues ahí, you know, estamos echando la lucha. Poco a
Badass.
poco, ¿verdad? Ahorita estoy con lo de los permisos y todo eso, pero
Okay.
you
Out there in the
hopefully
burbs.
sooner than later, you know, I'll have my own shop, you know.
Good stuff.
Barber shop ahí para que le caigan.
A huevo.
El grand opening ahí, you know, con
Unos 3 grupos, right? Something
3,
like
4
that.
grupos ahí.
Una
We're not
fiesta.
gonna do the verses porque
Alguien se ofenda.
Una fiestecilla estilo Project X.
y special host acá el Carnitas.
Yeah. Nah, ya tienes todo el equipo listo, güey.
Yeah. Y pues,
Compa Eloy.
Pues tengo my personal. My personal está como Eloy _ DLS. Y pues ahí pongo de mis carros y toda la chingada que I do.
Yeah, that's another thing we didn't talk about. Fucking
The
Teslas,
fucking
bro.
Tesla.
God damn it.
I recommend them.
Well, it's not gonna be the
100%.
last time you guys are gonna come. So we got more shit to talk about.
Y ahí tengo la del estudio también, DLS Studios, ahí para grabaciones y toda la onda que se hace.
To be on in this guy's Instagram, you gotta be something special, because he doesn't put anything on his personal Instagram.
On my Snapchat, I don't post shit on my Snapchat.
Hell no. What you post that picture of us, right?
ya me salió una lágrima ahí, güey.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Will?
Mi compa Bart,
We'll see if I can get a
Thank
picture.
you
with
guys so much
Carnitas,
for
too.
take a picture right now when we're done with Carnita. güey.
Carnitas.
Watch all the followers you're about to get,
Fuck
bro.
yeah. How many
Ding.
followers you got, Will?
5 millones. Nah. Like, right now, like 100,000
See?
on
100,000.
For real?
That's amazing.
I'm taking a picture with them right now.
That's
No,
It's amazing.
100,000 on what?
on Facebook.
No, seas mamón, güey.
So yo, güey, fíjate.
For real?
Hell no fucking way.
Damn,
No,
they're
no.
not believing you, Carnitas. What's
Yeah.
up?
Let them know the haters. They're Mexican.
I love your hair, bro. For real.
Cálmate, colombiano. ¿Qué te joder, colombiano?
No,
Think about
chingón,
El hijo de
güey.
Elvis.
Fuck, I didn't expect the panel today, but we had a fucking panel. Chingón. I'm gonna go back to what you said about mi compa Carnitas, güey. Es la neta, güey. O sea, everywhere hustling. I remember one day I went to La Vaca and fucking Carnitas at the door. What's up? Y les dice el güey, it's my cousin. And he fucking brought me in and shit. Hooked it up with a table. Like chingazo. Sí, güey. Sigue le echando ganas, güey. O sea, that's badass.
Y el
Fucking-
Carnitas
He's a
era la
hustler,
vaca,
bro.
¿no,
We
güey?
we went to the movies 3 weeks ago, and he's like, hey, let's
Sold
go.
you guys some candy.
No, espérate. He's all like, hey, let's go to the movies. I got you. I'm like, all right, cool. So se adelantó. I was like, what the fuck? Y I'm opening the door, and I'm hearing him talk to the girl selling the tickets. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's because I bought the tickets online, but my phone's dead, and I don't know what to do. Can I still get in or whatever?
Damn.
Fuga, entramos.
No mames.
This guy
I
has his
turn
way.
around.
Has his way.
I turn around. I tell Eloy, vente. Eh? Where's the tickets? Don't worry about it. Shut the fuck up. Just go.
Así le hizo.
Mira, ya llegó la pizzona.
Oh.
Sorry, güey.
Fucking
Así
Samuel,
le hizo
el
una vez,
taxi.
güey. Last time we were going to Vegas, right? Llegamos a la terminal y todo el pedo. Y luego me dice, hey, vente, güey. Le voy a decir a la morra de from the register, no, que necesito una silla de ruedas para que me dejen, para que
No
nos dejen
mames.
entrar primero. Y dicho y hecho, y él, no, estoy malo de la rodilla, no sé qué chingados le dijo.
And then there's a big ass.
Mañoso, bro.
And there's a big ass line to get in the plane. Ajá, me subo.
Y la, vente, chato, vente, chato.
And then he's like, and then the girl was like, oh, who's this? I'm like, oh, my therapist.
A la verga.
A la verga.
He said-
Sí, güey.
This guy rubs me
He said he was
down.
a sporty, yeah.
No, pero yo soy humilde. Yo, I'm friends with everybody. I don't hate on everybody. And that's why people tell me, and I love when people tell me that in my face. They're like, bro, you're so humble. You're so outgoing. People love you. People don't want to, they rather
They want to be around you.
be around you than away
Against-
from you.
Yeah.
And through the years, I met a lot of great people. Tony, Rojas, Octavio, you guys, en las
Appreciate
pedas. Eloy, we knew for years, but all the experience that I'm barely 25, and I experienced stuff that people have been in the game for like 20 years,
Yep.
and I experienced it in less than 5 years, 6 years.
Badass. Man, well, I want to thank you guys for coming by, man. De todos modos, casi nos chingamos 2 hours. Y like I said, I would love you guys to come back. We are gonna have like a rotation of people because al final del día, all of you guys bring something to the table.
Yes,
a lot of good stories, at least, and experiences. Y pues para que siga la gente, I think this is one of the platforms that hopefully in time, it'll get more and more followers and people discover you other than the 100,000 followers that you already have.
Les pase unos pinches followers.
Sí, 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 sí.
Quiero
We
likes
heard it
también
over
yo,
here.
güey, no mames.
Pero sí, para que sigan viniendo, we can talk Tesla next time. I know my compadre. We're big Tesla. We're big Elon Musk fans, yeah. So we'll talk about that motherfucker next time. And
Shout out
ya
to
se
my
la saben.
Rubies.
Of course, bro. Ruby Tacos. That was a great story. That was a highlight. I don't think these guys even. Did you guys know about that
I
or
had
no?
no idea about that.
I had no idea.
So I mean, that was.
I don't know if it's true though.
After
I was just gonna say that.
You come on
Ahorita vamos a ir
by.
a
You
comer a
come
los
by.
pinches tacos a ver si es cierto, güey.
No, let's
Oh,
go to
pues
Ruby's
sabes
after
sabrán,
this,
right?
güey. Qué pedo.
But you guys still do the Sunday thing,
We do because we're in the restaurant now.
Right.
We do Thursdays, pozole, verde rojo y tacos dorados. Saturday
That's
and
amazing.
Sunday we do our traditional thing: las quesadillas de asada, nopales, mole rojo, el pastor. We're really famous for el pastor, and
Yeah.
my dad going viral saying the menu in English, Spanish,
yeah.
y para arriba. Yeah, pero because of them, we're here. I'm
You are
here.
where you are. Para toda la gente que está escuchando, man, make sure you follow these guys and follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go subscribe. Ya les dijimos muchas veces. In January, we start doing video. We'll have these guys so you guys can see their faces. Put a face to the
Para que
voice.
vean el tatuaje de Carnitas.
Para que vean el tatuaje de Carnitas allí. Y follow us on YouTube and con Puros Compas podcast. It was a pleasure.
Thank
La
you, guys.
pura positiva. Thank you guys,
Thank you,
bro.
guys.
Thank you.
Read a book, guys. Read a book. Ya saben.
Ding dong ding